had the green flag pit stop, and we had a wheel come off or something, and had a super slow stop, and came out probably 3/4 of a straightaway behind the 5, and was able to run him down, pass him, get back on the lead lap. So I knew my car was pretty good if I could ever get back up there. And then the second stage, I had a bad restart, and the car just kind of went away for whatever reason. We just kind of struggled that whole second stage, and started the third stage. We made an adjustment, and it came to life. I went from like 18th to 10th on a restart, and then 10th to 6th, and was up to around 4th or 5th, and just had a really bad vibration at the end. I couldn't even see where I was going, so I was trying to slump it around. I wouldn't say it was a good day, but it was definitely a good finish for us. Just kind of felt like we were always trying to come from behind.
Do you think you had a loose wheel at the end? Or what was
I don't know. That's what I'd ask. I had a little bit, just vibrations, truthfully, kind of all day on the long run, but that one was definitely the worst. It freaked me out because it was the exact same feeling I had in practice when I blew the tire yesterday. It really started coming with 8 to 10 to go, and so it's just trying to limit around there. I felt like I could have ran third for sure if it wasn't for that. But yeah, great finish for us.
What is it about? You've raced Larson for so long. I mean, you go wreck an Indy car, win a sprint car race, almost have another sprint car come into his cockpit 2 days ago, and just come out here like it's nothing. What is it?
Yeah.
And is he different than all you guys in some ways? Or are all you like that?
No, I mean, I think we're all like that to a certain extent, right? I mean, Kyle's an incredible race car driver. I always say he's the greatest of all time, right? But yeah, me and my dad talk about it a lot where Kyle goes and runs a sprint car race, right? And it could be for 5,000 to win or 100. It doesn't matter to him. Like, he's willing to risk it all, and he doesn't even think about it. And it definitely separates him. I feel like when he goes and runs the sprint car, and obviously the Indy car, and I feel like for me, even when I would go run the sprint car a lot, you come here and it just feels like slow motion, and it feels slow. I mean, obviously we're going way faster, but just the rate of speed that things happen in a sprint car, and I'm sure an Indy car as well, it makes this feel very slow, truthfully, and I feel like that makes it where it's just way easier for guys that are doing it all the time.
Where do you think you guys stand as an organization? I feel like from week to week, you're not all for hitting on the speed or something.
Yeah, I'm obviously new, right? So like I'm still trying to figure out like the vibe of the organization, but certainly I feel like we're not the best right now. I feel like Hendrick's kind of a step above. Just even from like you were saying, all 4 cars kind of seem to just hit it better at Hendrick than us right now. But I would say, I don't know, from where I'm coming from, I feel like we're great, right? But I think by JDR standards, they definitely feel like they're off. So it just goes in ups and flows, right? Like Hendrick could be on top of the world for the next month, and then they could be struggling for the next month, especially with this car. So yeah, I feel like as an organization, we're second for sure, maybe third, but for sure in the top 3. And even as a race team, I feel like we have a lot that we can do better. And me and James were just talking about it this week. We're 13th in points at 3 or 4 top 5s, and we don't even feel like we're close. Like we feel like we are so far off right now, just as a team, like in our full potential. So it's encouraging from that standpoint when we do kind of figure it out and things start clicking. Hopefully we can just be up front a lot more.
What is JGR unlocking in you maybe that in your first 4 years maybe you didn't really show?
Yeah, I mean, just Kevin Harvick says it all the time. You can't drive a slow car fast. I mean, that's JD. He's been with me ever since I started SHR on the 14 car. And every time we came to Kansas, I ran 25th to 30th, right? And I told JD as soon as I got out, I said, well, I guess it maybe wasn't me this whole time. But we just always go backwards every race, right? And it's just, you can only drive the car as fast as it'll go. And JGR's car's potential is just unbelievable compared to what I'm used to, right? Like, I don't know why that is, but it's definitely mind-blowing. That's what I've raced against my entire career for sure.
From the start, this race kind of seemed pretty top dominant. Was that could you guys tell that behind the wheel, or did it?
Yeah, I mean, every time we come to Kansas, I feel like it typically is going to be one on the top. The restarts, you can kind of make the bottom work for a little bit, but yeah, once it gets 15, 20 laps into the run, you just got to be on top of these cars with all the drag, and don't have a ton of downforce. It's just, you got to keep the momentum wound up, and up top it's just way easier to do that. You just don't really lose a whole lot of speed that way, so it makes it just kind of top dominant.
Chase, you mentioned the My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.